Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Richard N., and you're welcome to Fast Giddy. Today, I'm going to remind you once again that the world has witnessed a tremendous change in how people actually get to make their money. The world is beginning to witness a lot of change in dynamics on how people want to be treated and how people want to be able to manage their skills and how people want to be able to make money from what they know. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most important, one of the most trendy marketplace where employers and skilled persons can meet and then be able to transact based on what they need, what these employers need, what these skill owners have to offer. So today we're going to be talking about Upwork, and it's going to be centered about how to create an account on this beautiful platform, an account that can allow you to be able to market your skills to potential employers who are going to, find value in what you're offering and then be able to buy your skills at a fee. So this is Upwork. Okay, so Upwork can be regarded as the market space or the marketplace where where skilled persons and potential employees or sorry employers usually meet for the purpose of hiring talent, for the purpose of hiring people that are skilled to be able to offer jobs and so on and so forth. So this is more like a marketplace for you if you're a skilled person who you feel that what you know can be able to, you can be able to sell this your services, this your skills online at a fee, then the Upwork is a place for you to be. So today I'm going to show you how to create your account on Upwork. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to start from the very beginning so that at the end of the day, you're going to be able to know how to start, selling your skills on Upwork. So this is Upwork, and if you have any of your digital skills, maybe you are a graphic designer, maybe you're a virtual assistant, maybe you're an appointment setter, maybe you're an email marketer, maybe you're a digital marketer, maybe you're a DevOps engineer, and so on and so forth. This is a place for you to come, create an account, and start making some money for yourself. So today we're going to teach you how to do that, and it all starts by the click of this sign up button here. So for me, I'm going to click on sign up, and now it is asking me to say join as a client or freelancer. Now for me, I'm going to be a freelancer because I have skills. I have such skills like uh, you know maybe I have skills in website management. I have such skills as maybe server administrator. I have such skills as DevOps. I have such skills like maybe appointment setter, automation expert, and so on and so forth. So I wish to offer these skills here on Upwork. So I'm going to click on I am a freelancer looking for work. So I'm clicking on this place here. I'm going to click on apply as a freelancer. Now the next thing I want to do is to take in my name and so on and so forth. So in order for me to save time, I'm going to just click on this continue with Google, and I'm going to do that now. You can see now, click on that now, continue with Google, and this means I'm going to have to click on this part next. Now I'll click on that next part. Now the next is to say continue, and yes, you can see that it has actually selected that I'm from Nigeria now, and I will say okay, yes, that's good. And the next is to say create my account. Okay, when you click on create my account, you allow Upwork to do its thing. It's going to it's going to load for a while, and then it's going to tell you, your account has been created. Okay, now, so my account has been created now, and it says, hey, Praise, ready for your next big opportunity? Answer a few questions and start building your profile. Say, apply for roles or list, blah, 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 blah. Then my own is just to say, okay, get started. Okay, so a few questions. Have you freelanced before? So because you are quite new, you don't want to start saying things that will actually, negate or oppose what you're here for. So you can say, I am brand new to this, and then you can say next. Okay, so got it. What's your biggest goal for freelancing? You can say, okay, to earn my main income, to make money on the side. You can click on this. You can click anyone here actually. So you can just say next. And then how would you like to work? See, I like to find opportunities myself. I would like to package up my work for clients to buy. So whichever one here you tick would actually be okay. Okay. So you can now click on all of them here. You see, I check this one, I check this one, I check this one. And I'm now going to say okay. Next, create a profile. Right. So now it says, how would you like to tell us about yourself? Okay, it's now asking me to do what now? It's not asking me to say, okay, I want to like upload my CV myself or blah blah blah. So you can actually say, okay, let me upload my CV. You can click here to upload your CV, and then you need to select where your CV actually reside on your laptop. So I think I'm going to click on this one. This is my CV now. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to get uploaded in here. So that is a PDF file. I am going to select that so that it gets uploaded. Okay, it's going to get in there now. Just give it a little time, guys. It's going to be active now. Just a little while. Just allow some time. It's going to work out. So yours is just to be patient and watch it as it loads. Okay. However, also we need to understand that in some times also, if you do not have a CV, or maybe your CV or your resume is not ready yet, you can simply just close here and then click on fill out manually 15 minutes, right? So this is a great. So what kind of work are you looking for? So I can come in here and I'll click on IT networking, and then I can click on these DevOps solutions because I have that skills. I can click on sales and marketing, then I can come here to click on lead generation and telemarketing. I can also click on this as well, and so on and so forth. So you can see now that it says select specialists specialties all from category blah blah blah. So just something like this now has to apply. So I've already done that before. I click on this one and this and that, right? So I can now say, okay, next, add your skills, right? So now it's asking me for my skills now. This is, I want to now tell it this kind of skills. I will say, okay, DevOps, information security, database management, database, compliance, architecture, architectural design, and so on and so forth. So when I'm now done, I can say, okay, I can now continue. However, I can still enter some extra skills here. I can come and say, okay, Kubernetes. Okay, that's Kubernetes. I can also add something like maybe appointment setting. See, setting and scheduling. I can put this here. I can also put technical support. Okay, I can now see that now. And I can also put SMTP. Okay, SMTP is for techie guys. If you don't know how to do that, then just do something. Then you can also say maybe lead generation. Okay, so you can say, okay, lead generation is one of the skills that can actually get you some money. Then you can also say, maybe you can put telehealth. You can put telehealth here. Okay, that one is not among. Then you can say, okay, cold calling. You can say cold calling, and so on and so forth. So when you're now done selecting what you wish to enter here as a skill, you can then do what? You can then click here and say, okay, next, your profile title. Okay. Now you see, now we are here now. So you say got it. Now add title to tell the world what you do. So I can say, okay, dev sec ops, dev sec ops what? Engineer. In your own case, you can simply put what? Appointment scheduling what? Expert, like this. Just put expert like this, and then continue to say, okay, next, add your experience. Now it says, here is what you've told us about yourself, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Say, here's what you've told us about your experience. Any more to add? You can simply click here to add more if you have any, but if you don't have any, you can click on what? Add your education. Okay, I think I can just simply add here now. I can say, okay, I worked at so and so company. I can say, okay, maybe I worked at digital which I can call it what? I can call it what? DevOps, DevOps intern, right? The company should be what? Should be digital which? digital wage community. Then location could be what? Could be Lagos. Or let me even say remote. Yeah. Then the country is in Nigeria. So you need to craft something meaningful for yourself and then add that also in your own. So you can put here that you're currently working here so that people know that you are still working with this digital which community. Then I'll click on this now. Then when did I start this job? I started last year, August 2024. And you can put a little bit of description for for yourself here. So you can say my role includes a demonstration of you know DevOps related um, you know hands-on knowledge to new to new intents and so on and so forth. Okay, then you can click on save. So this one should give you a little bit of idea of what you're going to put when you start doing your own, right? So the next is to say, okay, add your next education. So here now I want to add my education. I want to say, okay, here I'll come here. I'll say school is what? School is Delta State University, right? Abraka. Then degree is what? Degree is can be whatever you study. So maybe bachelor's degree. Okay, you can say bachelor degree in what? You can say maybe in computer science. I'll put computer science, bachelor degree in computer science, and so on and so forth. So you can see now, say bachelor of computer science. Yeah, that one now. Then date attended. Maybe you attended from the, from the day you started your schooling. You can say okay, started from 2017 and then you ended at where 2021, right? That's 4 years, isn't it? So here now you can now put that and you can put save to save your what educational history. Then the next is your language now. Here you want to specify your level of speaking English language, of course, because you have been writing and reading English since you were since you were in secondary school, or let me even say since you were in Akara school or pre-nursery school. You can put here as what? As fluent. You can say as fluent. So if you have any other language, you can click here to add them up. You can say okay, maybe you speak French, put here French, and you can say okay, maybe fluent, right? And then if you also put another, maybe you speak Igbo, you can add Igbo here. You can say what? Fluent. If you also speak Yoruba, you can put here Yoruba, right? You can put Yoruba and you say what? Actually what? Native or bilingual. The next is to what? Say next, write an overview, right? So this one can now be like an overview or something, just a brief something that tells people what you do. So you can say, okay, I, you can put okay, I'm a seasoned what? Seasoned DevOps engineer with over 1 year of experience. Okay, like this now. Now the next thing you want to do is you can now put some kind of bullet list here. Say okay, knows how to deploy uh, containers. Okay, containers and Kubernetes. This is just for an instance. Okay, um, knows how to you know deploy say resources on the cloud, on the cloud, or let me even say on Azure using CI slash CD pipeline, and so on and so forth. So you can even just add more. So okay, maybe knows what, knows Python programming language, and so on and so forth. So this is just a brief overview of what you actually know how to do, and so on and so forth. So this is just a small bio that tells your potential employer a little bit about yourself. Then you can say what next, set your rates. Now, this is the spot where you're going to tell people how much you're going to charge for the job you do. Now, because you're creating an account for the first time, you have to specify the least amount possible. This is because you have not been nobody has actually tried your service before. Nobody knows whether you actually know this skill and so on and so forth. I know you are quite experienced in all of this, but because you are new to the platform, you need to what, be as low as possible. So you can actually say $10, but me, I always like to start with $5, right? So now the way Upwork works is that if you are charging somebody $5 for per hour for a job or for a task, Upwork will keep 50 cents while you take what, $4.50. So in other words, Upwork charges you 10% of whatever you make on the platform, right? Soft work, isn't it? So then we cannot do what? Because okay, next is to add our photo and our location. So I click on this here to add my photo now. So this one is where I'm going to put in now to add your photo. You need to click on this little plus here. Then you go to click here again to select your photo. So let's assume that this is my photo. Let me go to my pictures and I'm going to go to camera roll. Let's open this camera roll now. Oh, it's not opening up. So I'll just need to select something else and put up there. Okay. So I'll go to my desktop again and let me just upload this one. Let me just pick this one and put it there. Okay, you see it refused to upload. So let me select something else. I'll select. I don't have pictures on this my computer. That's the issue I'm having now. So I will just try to select something that is quite different. Let me select this one and see. You can now see I've just attached that picture now, even though this is not me as per se, but just for you to understand how to upload the picture, right? So you can also okay, attach photo. Okay, so the photo is now what is now going. Now this is where you don't need to like enter your date of birth. Okay, so you need to enter your date of birth. Now remember, whatever you're doing here today, ensure that the whatever you're entering here tallies with your means of identification. So if you have your international passport, which is the most recognized, which is the most accepted, which is the most easy to verify, or the most acceptable identification for your profile verification on Upwork, make sure that whatever you enter here as your date of birth, your country, your address and city, state tallies with whatever you have in your international passport or means of identification. So I'm going to click on date of birth here. So for me, I will tell Upwork that I was born in 2000. Let me say 1991. Then we're going to say October, or let me even use August. Okay, August. Then what date was it? Now it's gonna be 14th, and then the address. Now the address can be anything. This can be where you are living. This can be your village name. This can be the street where you are living. So I'm just going to enter something there. So I'll say okay. I'll say whatever. Then city can be what? The city can be Warri. Yeah, Warri is in Delta State, Nigeria. You can see that it has just automatically entered DE, which is for Delta State, and then the code can be okay. This is the code for that for Warri. Then here is where you now need to like enter your phone number. Okay, you actually enter your phone number here, so you can go to your you can now enter your phone number in this part to be able to continue. Okay, so now I've just entered my contact number, and then you can see that now my Upwork profile is now cool, right? So now the Upwork profile is now created, is now cool. The next thing you want to do is to submit this profile for what? For possible approval. So this is a it says preview profile, looking good praise. It now says make any edits you want and then submit your profile. So I'm going to come back here because this is not really the name I wish to use. So I'll come back here to what to click on this again. Then I'm going to change it to another name. Okay, sorry, I think I can no longer change that anymore. But if you wanted to like maybe like change you know, your your photo ID, you can actually do that one here. And if you wanted to change anything, maybe appointment scheduling expert, you wanted to change it to maybe something else, you can actually come here to what to change it here. Okay, so I think I want to change this to maybe something else. You can say okay, you can say maybe lead generation. You can say okay, maybe B, put capital letter here, B2B what lead generation what generation experts. You can also okay save, right? So you just updated this one now. So the next thing is to what is to say okay submit profile here at the bottom. Okay. So now it is not saying okay, your profile is ready. Now you need connect to bid on jobs, blah blah blah. So you say get 100 monthly connects and blah blah blah. So in Upwork, Upwork has a particular kind of tradition. The tradition is that as far as you are on the platform and then you're trying to apply for jobs, you must have means of applying for these jobs. Now, this means it's called what it's called connects. Connects are like these are like the gate fee you pay to be able to submit application for jobs. Okay, so but ideally, when you join Upwork as a new person, you are allowed to actually get 100 connects for free. But to do that, you must be able to actually get paying for some amount of money. So for me now, I need to go and buy connect. You can click on here to get connect. However, it says subscribe or buy later so you can bid on jobs. So if you don't have the means to maybe to be able to like buy connect just yet, you can actually come down to the bottom here to click on browse without bidding, right? So if you click here now, you can see that you cannot be able to see other jobs that are posted here. You see here now, you can be able to see jobs here. But now, before you can be able to actually start applying for job, you can see that your Upwork profile is showing 70% here, right? It's showing 70% here, which means that some things are still missing, right? Some things are still missing. So now this means that you need to enter these things at this part now. You see that here we have employment history, portfolio, education, video introduction, certifications, linked accounts, other experiences, and then so on and so forth, right? So these are the ones that we've actually completed, which is about profile photo. We have it here, overview that we wrote the other time, and then our skills. We actually added some skills, so we still need to like put our employment history and all of that to be able to get our profile to complete 100%, right? So to do that now, I need to click here to start doing this one now. So this is my employment history now. See, so it says I should put a company now. Okay, so I'm going to put that I work with a company called what? I work with a company called, let's call it Enguild. Let's call it Enguild what? Enguild Construction what? Company. Or let me say Enguild what? Enguild Nigeria Limited. Now this one is in Agbo. Okay, then this one also is in Nigeria. Yes, so while here, I think I worked as a project manager. Project what? Manager. Yeah, this one. Then which month was that? I started working here from October in the year of 2003, and you know I don't work here anymore, so I'll just uncheck this one. Then I will not tell them when I started working and when I ended the work. So this was October 2023. I can say okay, I stopped around April 2024, right? So let me just make it 1 year. So I can come here and say, okay, I started working, let's say by February 2023, and then I stopped working by June 2024. At least you get the check, right? We are Nigerians. So you can actually put your description here. However, it is optional. But this part actually tells what you did here. Okay. So you can say, okay, I mean, say I was tasked with the, you know, with the management and coordination of all construction projects embarked on by Engils Nigeria what? Nigeria Limited, right? That can be your what? Just something brief, okay? You cannot click on save here. Okay. Now, the reason why you're entering that is such that when you come in, you can see that here now, I now have my work history here. See, you should be able to show in this part of this whole thing now. Okay, then if I come here also, can you see that employment history? You can see it here now. You can see that I have the DevOps intern, digital bridge community, and I also have project manager at Engis Nigeria Limited. Then this work history here tells the kind of job that you've been doing with on Upwork ever since you created your account, right? So that is just what this one here actually means. Then we have here where you can actually add other things here like your profile availability badge and all of that, and so on and so forth. So in this part now we're going to actually add things here. You see this one now, you say hours per week. You can change here, click here to say okay, you want to work more than 30 hours per week. So you can click on okay, save, right? And then we have languages now. You know that we have already added all these ones before now, right? So if you have any, if you have any licenses or certifications, you can actually add this here. Okay, so when you click here now, you can see that it will ask you to maybe to like enter anything. Maybe if you're an attorney, you need to enter your professional license and all of those things here when you are working in all those firms and all of that. So, but then we are not going for that, right? So if you have any further education, maybe you can say okay, you actually finished from digital witch, so you can say digital witch community, digital witch community, and then so on and so forth. Just enter the other details here, and then you can now leave it, right? Then people can actually give you testimonials and all of that. Then if you have any certifications, you can enter them here, and so on and so forth. Then the next thing I want to talk about is a portfolio. The portfolio actually tells that you've been doing this job for so on and so forth, right? So you can actually click here to, to be able to add your portfolio, right? So I can click here now, click on this plus here to add your portfolio. So your portfolio can actually be form of videos, can actually be what a combination of videos, images, and what and text, right? So I can come here now. Maybe I want to say, okay, maybe I can say, okay, I carried out DNS what, maybe DNS, let's say DNS resolution, or let me even say I did such things as maybe appointment setting, right? So say appointment what scheduling scheduling. Okay, so that can be my what my project name. So I can say okay, uh, I what I created. Let me say I scheduled appointments appointment for clients. Okay, make sure that the spelling is correct for clients. Ensured ensured there was no clash between two appointment, right? You can now put a little bit of description about what you did here and so on and so forth. Then you now need to what put your skills and deliverable, which are the things that actually help you to what to achieve that goal. You can say okay, things like appointment. Okay, now as you type it now, it will be coming up here. Can you see appointment setting here? You can click on it now. Then here you can also put what appointment again to be able to put other one like whatever. Okay, so I will say appointment setting is now out here. Then I can also put something like maybe scheduling, right? And just understand that these are just the small keyword that people, you know, people are going to use this to what to find you when they start looking for someone that can be able to do their job, right? Then here now you can now use it to add pictures of what you did. Because like I said before, you can actually add text. This one is the tool for text. This one is the tool for image. This one is the tool for for video. I mean for picture. This one is for videos. Then this one is for links. Then if you have any document like PDF and all of that, you can actually use them to to add them up, right? Then even if you want to add audio about what you did, you can actually use this one to add the audio. So I'm going to add images by clicking here. I'll click here now to add an image. So let us assume I wanted to talk about how I generated leads and so on and so forth. So I can come down here to do what? To select those things I did now. So let me go to my pictures and then go to my screenshots. Here now, I want to select some things that I did before now. So I'll come down here. I will select this one, this one, this one. I'll just select them and I'll add them up, right? Select them like this and add. You can see now that one has been added now. Okay, you can see add one more by clicking on this plus here to add one more. So I'll click on it again. Just keep adding as many pictures as possible so that your profile can have what can have a very good and solid boost. Okay, then if I wanted to add a picture, I can click on this now. Sorry, if I wanted to add the video, I'll click on that thing and I will click on here, which is what a video link, right? So I'll click here now. Then I'll not need to go to my, to where my YouTube is, where my video is located. If for instance it's a YouTube video, I'll do what? I'll come to my YouTube video and I'll do what? I'll copy the link. This is the link here. And I'll go back there and paste it in there, right? When I finish pasting it, I'll do what? I'll simply what? Just click on add. You see now, I've just added it here now. Can you see that? So this is just how you do this one. So now when you're done, what do you do next? You can simply just come to the bottom here and click on preview, right? Click on preview now so that you can be able to, okay, they say enter the required field to continue. What is required field here? Okay, here they said, okay, so I can say, okay, I think I need to take this one and top here, and then just to save time, guys, I'll put it here. Then I can now do what? Say preview, right? Okay, then thumbnail. So this one is just for you to select how you want the thing to be showing when people actually see it. Like that first image that they should be seeing, like like your album cover. Click on this now, and then you are going to click on publish. So you can see now, this is just how you can actually publish your what? Your portfolio. Your portfolio actually shows a brief history of the things that you've done in the past. Okay. So you just keep adding a lot of portfolio here and keep adding until you are cool, right? Now, the next part I want to talk about is this I want to talk about here is your Upwork profile optimization. Okay. Now, optimization actually is very important because you want to, you want to enter keywords that can actually allow people to be able to locate you for jobs easily, right? So you want to put those keywords here that can be able to catch your potential employer's eyes, so that they can be able to see you and then grant you the access to what? To the job. But I think I'll leave that for another video. Let us not make this one to be so long. But this is just how you can actually be able to create an Upwork profile and then start selling your skills for money here on Upwork. Now, to be able to find job on Upwork, what do you do? There are two things you can do here. You can come here to click on this find work here. Click on this find work again, and it will take you to where you are going to be able to see, all listed jobs here. Okay, you're going to be able to see all listed job here, and so on and so forth. So you can see that we have so many jobs here that are coming up. So these jobs are going to be coming based on what you set in your profile, right? So let me go back again. So I'll come here. I'll go to my profile once again. You can see it now. I'm now here in my profile here. So if I want to find any job, I have to come to this place here to type, to look for job by clicking on this find job. But if I know what I'm looking for, I can come here to what? To click on what? This search, and I will search for maybe, let me assume I'm looking for maybe, let me say I'm looking for pipe drive expert. See, I will search it there and I will do what? I will just click on enter. Now it will show me all jobs that concerns what? Pipe drive. You can see that we have job about pipe drive lead generation and automation expert and so on and so forth. So this is just how to do it now. If you wanted to like edit your profile, you can actually click on account settings. Click on account settings, and here now you can be able to actually do some little editing. You can even change your name. I can change my name here to maybe, let me change my name to something that maybe I can say, okay, uh maybe Bioma, what? Bioma Richard N, right? Then I cannot click on what? Update to confirm the change I just made now, right? Now it is now asking me to confirm blah 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 and so on and so forth. But then you can actually choose to leave. If you've already used your name, you don't need to edit anything again to avoid wasting time and all of that. So this is just how to create an Upwork profile without wasting so much time. Okay, so when you are here now, you can be able to see your profile. And if somebody asks you to send your profile on Upwork, what you have to do is you have to come here, click on your profile, and then come here to select the link and then send to the person, maybe via WhatsApp, via email, or whatever, right? And then this is actually how the public can actually see your profile. When you click here, you see that people actually get to see your profile on the public view. This is how your profile will look out there when people are viewing it, and they can see that your portfolio actually is showing here. You can see your skills are also showing. You can see your employment history where you worked before you came to Upwork. You can see them here, and so on and so. You can even see your languages here. You can see this is your educational history, and then this is how much you are charging per hour. Then this is your name, and then this is your picture, and so on and so forth. So you can see that actually Upwork is quite simple and straightforward to use to, for anybody that wants to actually get into Upwork. So I think at this point, I'm going to stop this video here. In our next video, we're going to discuss how to optimize this our specialized profile so that I can be able to start getting jobs, and then also teach you how to start getting, connect, so you can be able to start, you know, bidding for jobs and so on and so forth. So don't forget to subscribe to Fast Gidi Tutorials because we are going to be releasing more videos. Remember to share this video with others and then help us to also like, comment, tell us your questions so we can be able to help you out and then get you onboarded. So thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.